Welcome back, everyone. Let's get started with our task 2 of 5 for the unit called Organize Business Meeting, BSBOPS405. Please always write yours to the name, number. I know I had to provide you this detail. Assessment due date. What is the one that we discussed? Was it, was it 11th? Yeah, 11th? Yeah, okay. The due date 11/09, sorry, 2022. Yeah, that's the due date. Okay. I'm having some red font, so it's eye-catching. Yeah, we know that's the due date. Date when you are submitting. If you need a bit of extra time, I'm not that fuzzy about, just let me know a bit in advance. I can expect that all you guys are submitting late. My name, might know me well, still. Your signature, which is must. Your signature can be digital signature. If you don't want to share that with me, that's fine. Just copy and paste your name. And to look a bit nice, you can adopt some different fonts. For example, this one. This is my favorite for signature. Yeah, I wish I can have this handwriting, but no, God gifted me something else. Yeah, but this will do as your signature. Yeah, right. Okay. Now what we are doing here is, as I said, bit lengthy. So please, yeah. This task requires you to organize business meeting, including any arrangement, liaising with participants, developing and distributing related meeting documentation. You must have access to a safe working environment. I'm sure APTC is safest one. If you don't find that, please let me know. Happy to look into your request. Yeah, you can either complete a work-based project of your work, right? Or use same company, which is a simulated work environment, all the details given in the task. And that's why it's a 30-page document. Yeah. This project requires you to work with others in order to prepare the document detail and resources, communicate details, consult with stakeholders, and gain their approval, record meeting outcome. Okay. Now, I can see there are 12 participants in the email, on my list. Yeah. So what I would say, 3 of you can group together. Yeah. So for example, just picking 3 names, Frederick, Hugh, and Soraya, one group. Yeah, you work together. One person become the chair, other 2 supporting person. Then you swap the role of the chair, like you did in the morning, like Hugh and Wilson and did in the morning. Yeah. Okay. Then it could be Wilson, Faze, and Michael. Then Naomi, Edward, and Ferris. You decide whom you are comfortable with, who are your best mate, best buddy, right? And then you form a group. 3 or 4 doesn't matter. As long as everyone is accommodated in one group, I don't have to micromanage that thing, right? Against the leadership principle. Yeah, right. A minimum of 2, so there is a freedom here. Okay. What you must access to policy procedure if you are working on your organization. The same company has all the detail, and that's why I kind of favor the case study scenario that follow that. Everything is there. You don't have to look for it. But if you think, nah, I wanted to do it with my own organization, I might learn a bit more, then you need to have all the documentation, like communication policy, the storage minute, code of conduct, and you must provide that documentation to me as well. I'm sure all of your workplace would have this document handy. You just need to find it here. Right. This is fine. This is fine. It's an open book assessment, so you can help one another, take help from other people, including me. Okay? But ultimately, it should be your own work. That's fine. That's fine. Location, you choose where you want to. That's fine. All the appendices are here. A, B, C, D, E. Meeting plan, meeting agenda, checklist, minutes meeting, and same company documents. Even if you go to, I was checking the learner's guide as well, which I gave you in the morning. Most of this document is there. Meeting agenda, meeting checklist, meeting minute sample is there. Yeah, it's a similar info with our task as well. About the assessment satisfactory result, I'll decide how can you have a satisfactory result. So do not argue with me. Just kidding. Everything has to be complete. You must demonstrate the required skills and knowledge, right? The type and purpose. This is all formal thing. Yeah, once you tick all the boxes, you'll be fine. Yeah. As I said, there is repeated information I already explained in the earlier one how much attempts you have. Normally, you can have more than 2, but if it is a repetitive thing, I'll have to stick to 2. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. This is all good. This is my part. Let's come back to the task. Like I said earlier, this task can be completed in your workplace or the simulated work provided. SIM company is Superior Implements is a company. We'll look at that case study in a bit here. For this assessment, you are required to prepare documentation and detail. You are doing 2 things. Prepare documentation and details for a meeting and record the outcome. The meeting can take place in a workplace or simulated work environment or in this classroom, in that room number 3 or wherever, yeah? To complete all parts of the task involves completing the following activity. Identify type and purpose of the thing. Why is meeting required? First of all, you have to ask yourself, do you require meeting? Why do you require a meeting? Because meeting involves a lot of preparation, a lot of time, yeah? Identifying complying with legislation, right? Making meeting arrangement, preparing for notice of meeting agenda, meeting paper, distributing documentation, confirming the requirement, reviewing the meeting. I mean, all this thing is given step by step. Yeah. This should be completed alongside with AT3. That's your first meeting to ensure all activity can be completed satisfactorily. See, full assessment steps for below for more information. Before you complete this assessment, you are required to read through A, B, C, D. So let's go and read this. Okay, so I am skipping, I'm on page 8. I'm going to this appendices. There they are, not too far. Okay. I changed this to APTC meeting if you are working with APTC. Otherwise, you can write your XYZ company meeting. Most of the students does this mistake of not renaming. I mean, it's a simple thing. Just write your workplace name. So I can figure, oh, okay, well, son, this is your workplace. Yeah, this is what you're talking about. But whatever, yeah, this is simple trap. Meeting plan is your Appendix A. The font in italic, I know it's a bit tiny. That's for purpose, but you can go and increase the font like this. Or if you want, write it in yellow, however you want, but you'll have to delete that eventually. What is the meeting for? What are the desired outcome? Yeah. So if I have to reply this, I'll write meeting name, quarterly follow-up meeting. That's it. Is it formal or informal? Who will be meeting? So all this information is that you just have to fill in the template. Yeah. Okay. Then propose attendee. Action item, resources, as it completed, yes or no. Now, when you think the action item is bit, less, you can always change the columns like this. And just make it completed, yes or no. It's a simple thing. I don't need bigger column for that one, isn't it? Just write Y and then any comments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you don't need all this, you can simply delete the cell, delete the entire row. And don't leave it for me to delete. I mean, just bit of formatting thing, and I'm sure that will help you when in your actual work. Oh, you might be doing it already. Yeah. Okay, meeting requirement, legal, ethical. Have you checked all the work health and safety? No hazardous equipment, no chemical around. Yeah, no open tools, knife or live wire, no sleepy surface, kind of basic thing, basic check. And in terms of COVID, I see half of you haven't got the mask on. So that's against WHS, Mr. Ferris, Julius, Peter, and anyone, Wilson, Frederick, everyone. If you haven't got the mask on, ask Karina to provide you one. Yeah, you need to have one. Thank you. Basic WHS, my friend. Yeah, I do what I teach. If I'm teaching something, I'll try to follow it, isn't it? Otherwise, there's no fun keeping it on the paper. I said, oh, it just talks, nothing in real. That's not good. It has to be. Yeah, right. It has to be real. Okay. Cool. Equal opportunity and discrimination, privacy, confidential. If you're sharing your home address for the arrangement of pickup, right? So for example, if Frederick shared his home address with me, oh, Dushan, this is where I live. Can I just go and tell everyone, hey, he lives in that province? No, I shouldn't. Yeah, or he lives in a very good house or very tiny house. That's privacy. Yeah. So what information I might have, I'm not supposed to copyright or other thing. I mean, you know, this basic details. Yeah. Privacy, organization, policy procedure, what is a notice period, conundrum, record keeping, voting procedure, all that. Now this is Appendix B, meeting agenda. See, this is what SIM company Superior implements and what they're doing and everything, you know. You can write about chairperson. I've just picked up two names, you know, attendee and all that, right? And then you have item number, the topic, who is the present time, action item and timeline, right? Again, if you don't need that much of thing, just select delete whole row. Yeah, delete cells, delete everything. Okay, that's the meeting checklist. The name of the meeting, yes, it's given. Purpose of the meeting, yes, it's given. Date of the meeting, yes. Commencement time, yes. Estimated finish time, you can say no, right? And say that because of uncertainty of the topics, the end time cannot be finalized. Just an example. You don't have to follow it. You can tick all the boxes, but when you're not ticking, obviously you try to have comment, isn't it? That why you are unable to provide it. Yeah, it's a simple thing. Okay. Oops, what did I do? Right, that's fine. This is the participant or attach a list, just write a few, venue, all basic thing. And equipment, whiteboard, video player, overhead projector, laptop, wire charging, morning tea, lunch, evening tea, accommodation, bed, sofa, yeah, blanket, bed, whatever you need, they all will be here, right? Travel accommodation, video, any secretary roles and responsibility, agenda, like this is a basic thing. Completed the name of the person and chairperson's name and their signature. Meeting minutes. Again, template is given date, time, location, next meeting if available. If not, simply write NA. Right? Present and apologies. Okay. Agenda item, action, and due by. Simple template. Now, this is all the basic template. The next one, what we have is all information about Superior implements SIM company document. If you are doing it for your own company, this becomes irrelevant. Okay. But if you are doing for this company, then you have to read all the mission vision, the principle, the HR framework, you know, the 4 values. And I mean, there's good reading, which is good. Yeah, which is great. Good reading. Yeah. Code of conduct. And there'll be communication policy, right? There'll be, I mean, this all things. Yeah. So it's there for you to read it. Very simple to understand. I don't have to read it for you, but that's it. So appendix A, B, C, D, E. Okay. It asks us to read it, we just read. To complete this assessment, read the scenario and follow the instruction below. You are a part of the HR team of your organization, either SIM company or your own actual place. Don't worry what you are right now, but in this task, you are the HR manager. You have been approached by your manager who wants you to help prepare for the annual strategy day, which will take place later in the year. Before the event, your manager is keen for you to organize a couple of meetings for your team to ensure everybody's across the HR strategic plan and can offer some good suggestion as to how a team can increase its contribution towards achieving long-term objective. So this is the main thing. You are conducting a meeting, you are preparing for a meeting, not conducting in this task. In the next task we'll do, yeah. You are just organizing, preparing for the meeting, asking for some good suggestion, increase its contribution towards achieving long-term objective, the goals of the business. In particular, strategy that can enhance the recruitment and induction. So there'll be many goals and long-term objective. You are in particular focusing on the recruitment and induction process. You wanted to recruit best people, have the best induction so everyone is across the process, yeah? In order to attract best candidate and have that they are very much aware of the expectation and the values of organization. That's what induction does. Yeah, everyone is clear with recruiting induction? I'm sure you would have done it in your real life, yeah? Your manager also highlights, so you are the HR team, right? You're a part of it. Your manager is telling you that also you need the need to focus on any new ideas on key priority of the business. So these are the two things that you want some suggestion on the recruitment induction. Further, any business growth idea, people development, personal goals, and personal management. So 6 aspects, 2 major, 4 more. For the initial meeting, your manager would like you to invite a few key members who are likely to contribute on the day to discuss and generate idea. You are told that a couple of attendees only have availability Monday afternoon, Wednesday, and Thursday. So when you are having a time frame, just ensure that you are not selecting Friday evening because no one is available. Yeah. So this is an easy trap, easy mismatch. Yeah. Should be organized for at least 2 weeks in advance. So if you are sending a meeting invite based on 22nd August, the meeting cannot take place before 5th of September. And you are submitting me this by 11th. So just this is all of the basic thing. Yeah. You're submitting me by 11th. So make sure that you are sending email or snapshot in a way today or tomorrow, having a meeting in 2 weeks time. So it meets the basic requirement. The meeting should take place in a formal setting and last no longer for than 1 hour. All attendees should contribute. Due to other commitment, your manager will not be able to attend, so you are the one. Good luck. And hopes to be available for a subsequent meeting. Hope. It's a good word. I want to highlight it, but maybe not. For a subsequent meeting scheduled at later date. Your manager provides you with the organizational resource, strategic plan framework for your reference help structure a suitable agenda. Okay, so that's the background. I highlighted all the big words. When you go back and view this recording, I'll share this document anyway with you guys. Yeah, so it will be highlighted, but if you wanted to revisit it any later time, just when you're YouTubing it, just highlight on your copy as well. Yeah, right. So there are several tasks. 1, 2, I think there are 8. Yes, 9. Oops. 9, sorry, 9 tasks. Simple. Yeah. Meeting plan. See, I highlighted that in red. What you are doing is complete Appendix A. That's it. So everything else, like this, everything, like literally, can be ignored. Literally can be ignored. I mean, you can read the fine prints and everything in between, but everything is captured in a template. If you could record template, purpose of meeting, type, attendee, action item, and a requirement. Let's go Appendix A. See, meeting type, purpose, attendee, action item, resources, comment, everything is there. Any requirement, legal length. This is a very detailed Appendix A. So step 1, simple, keep it simple. Just focus on the red part, complete meeting plan appendix, that's it. Okay, I'll read it for you. I'm not ignoring that, but don't get confused. Don't go too much into. Yeah, planning must begin by confirming a suitable forum for the meeting, establishing the key purpose. You then need to identify and make sure, yeah, to adhere to any meeting requirement, both from the legal and the legal standpoint and organization perspective. Complete Appendix A. Using template provided, complete all the parts of purpose, meeting type, attending, action item, legal, ethical, organ. Just complete Appendix A, as I said here. Just follow that red one. After planning the meeting, you now need to create the agenda in accordance with the meeting objective. This ensures that there is a suitable structure in place because you are not creating any random meeting. There is a purpose, there is an agenda. and that all parties have a clear understanding of what meeting is about and why they need to attend it. They might refuse it. Absolutely. Right? They might say, oh, okay, but I'm kind of familiar. I have other priorities. I will not attend. And that's why apologies is there. Complete Appendix B. Using the template, all this thing, which is captured in the appendix, like topics for discussion, owners, each topic, allocated time, action item, timeline. Cool. Third one, meeting papers. Meeting papers should be collected or created to provide context for the meeting participant. Gather up any relevant papers to support meeting agenda item, right? Any attachment, any agenda, any notes, any catch-up, code of ethics, organization policy, HR policy, WHS policy, you decide based on a topic that you choose. I mean, topic is given, but based on how much you want to go into, yeah? Okay, before I move to task 4, I just need a quick confirmation. Everyone on track? 1, 2, and 3? Yeah? Simple? Julius, all good? Awesome. Okay. Task 4. Thank you. Notice of the meeting. Email to participant with an attached document. You need to notify all the parties about the meeting so they can confirm the attendance, and it's not a verbal one. It's an email one. Yeah. It says here as well. So you can make the appropriate arrangement. Yeah. Prepare a notice of meeting by emailing all the attendee to inform them about the upcoming meeting. Ensure that you attach the agenda. Shouldn't have done that. It's fine. And any applicable meeting papers for the reference, right? When notifying the attendee, you must include all the following items, information. Name of the meeting, the purpose, date and time, participant, a summary of the key, right? Rather than saying, oh, see the attendee. I mean, it doesn't look nice. Yeah, just say, for example, I'm inviting Frederick. Yeah, Frederick, I want to conduct a meeting for your suggestion. See the agenda attached. Yeah, then he'll go through the whole list of agenda, right? And then he'll find, oh, this is the location. Rather than, why can't I make it bit copy and paste in the email from the agenda? Okay, here is the location, here is a venue, here is a time, right? And that will increase his ability to read through my email a bit faster and respond better, isn't it? Because I'm inviting him, I need him to come and suggest me. Then that's why I need to facilitate his reading. Yeah, so you must include all this by detail. Again, you can copy and paste from your task 1. I don't say AT2, I don't say AT1, this task 1. Yeah. If you want, what I can do, sorry, I like it this way. Sorry, I'm just renaming all the tasks. So we don't confuse task 1, task 2, task 2.3, task 2.4, task 2.5. Yeah. So our task 1 is totally separate, knowledge question. Task 2 has 9 subtasks. Yeah, to be clear. Okay. Confirming resources, simply meeting checklist. That's task 2.5. It is important to confirm the presence of any resources you identify that you need from the meeting to run smoothly, isn't it? You come to this class and the laptops are not there, what would you do? Right? When lunch is not there, it's still a bit of panic, but without laptop, without internet, what would you do? Yeah. So it's a responsibility of the chair as humanly as possible. Like in one of the session, it happened that we couldn't have lunch that wasn't provided or something happened, right? It happens, right? But laptop, you can't really run without a laptop. Yeah? So you need to ensure the basic checklist, which we see in Appendix C, yeah? Using template provided, mark NA whenever it's not applicable. Okay. Notes. You will complete this step in assessment task 3. Don't worry. Now. Okay. Meeting minutes. That's our Appendix D. See, I have highlighted this. After the meeting has taken place, the meeting minutes need to be drawn up from the notes were taken. Meeting minutes provide a clear and concise summary of what was discussed and agreed in a meeting. So not now. Okay, I'll write it here. This means after AT3. Simple. Yeah, because the meeting has to take place. Assessment task 3, AT3, is where you are conducting the meeting. If the meeting is not conducted, what are you taking notes of? Minutes meeting. The meeting has to take place. Yeah, so task 2.6, 2.7, you can't do now. You have to do the meeting first and then go for this 2.7, 2.8. Yeah, at least for agenda, name of the individual, and due date. I mean, just fill in Appendix D. Yeah. Now, this too is after the minutes meeting as well. So again, you can kind of say that will happen with assessment task 3. Yeah, after. Say email for approval. Before the meeting minutes can be circulated. Okay. I'll write it here. After AT3 meeting. Yeah. Again, it's about minutes of meeting. It cannot happen before AT3, the meeting is done. Right? Before the minutes meeting can be circulated, they need to be approved by the nominating person. Let's say I'm the minute making person. Yeah. Then can I write anything and send it to everyone? Hey, it was my responsibility. I should have the nominated person, the chair, the host, who will read the minutes of meeting and say, oh, Dushyant, you did a good job, but I think you misinterpreted this point, or you missed this point. Or it might say, oh, Dushyant, well done, my friend. You are awesome. You're the best person on heaven, on earth, on the entire 3 universe, on Mars, on moon, wherever you go. It can't be any better than this. Go and distribute to all the fellas. Okay. So this is your 2.8. I should write task 2.8. Right? Usually a manager. Review your minutes of meeting against the notes and agenda to ensure they are accurate, edit and correct any errors as required. Draft an email. Draft an email to send minutes to the manager, supervisor for approval to circulate. You need to submit this draft email of the meeting being emailed to the manager. That's a draft email. Okay, you are asking your manager, hey sir, please review this minutes of meeting before I send it to everyone. Okay. You can submit a draft of the screenshot of that draft email. Sorry, I have too much of red. I mean, it's up to you. You can change red to blue if you like, but red is like eye-catching, you know, because there's so much of information. So I prefer red. Will be on track. Yeah. Right. Final task, 2.9, email. Minutes attached with the follow-up action. The approved minute, along with any other material, should be sent to the meeting participants in a prompt manner. Having gained approval from the manager, draft an email to all attendees of the meeting. In your email, summarize the reason for your correspondence and attach the meeting. Take screenshot of the email that you will send all attendees and attach and submit that as a part of your evidence for this task. Ensure that you complete this last step before the deadline set by the assessor. Sounds good? It's lengthy, but not difficult. The sequence of it, easy to understand. Yeah. So technically, 2.89, 2.7, anything from 2.6 onwards will not happen until you complete AT3. right?